Can artificial intelligence help us fight climate change? The short answer is yes, but that's just scratching the surface. The real answer is far more complex and honestly much more exciting. Climate change is one of the greatest challenges our planet has ever faced. The science is clear. Global temperatures are rising, sea levels are creeping higher, extreme weather events are becoming more intense and more frequent. Forests are burning, coral reefs are dying, and millions of people are being displaced. We are living in a time where the clock is ticking, and the decisions we make now will shape the future of life on Earth. So, where does AI fit into this picture? Most people hear artificial intelligence and think of robots, self-driving cars, or maybe a futuristic assistant that can talk like a human. But AI is already being used right now to solve real-world problems. And one of its most promising roles? Helping humanity respond to the climate crisis. Let's start with the most obvious advantage AI brings to the table: data. We are swimming in climate data, from satellites orbiting Earth to sensors on the ground to decades of weather and emissions records. There's more information than any human team could possibly analyze manually. AI is incredibly good at finding patterns in huge data sets, spotting trends and making predictions. That means scientists can use AI to improve climate models, forecast disasters, and identify which areas are most at risk. Take satellite imagery, for example. AI algorithms can process thousands of high-resolution images in minutes, detecting things like deforestation, glacier retreat, illegal mining, or methane leaks. These are changes that are often invisible to the naked eye, but AI can spot them fast. That helps organizations and governments take action much sooner. By the way, remember to subscribe and like, and when AI becomes conscious, we'll love you so much. Let's get back to the video. Then there's renewable energy. One of the biggest challenges with solar and wind power is that they're intermittent. The sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. AI helps solve this by forecasting energy production and optimizing how energy is stored and distributed through the grid. It can predict demand, suggest the most efficient ways to balance power loads, and even make real-time decisions to keep the lights on without wasting energy or relying too heavily on fossil fuels. AI is also transforming how we manage buildings and cities. Smart sensors and AI systems can drastically reduce energy waste, adjusting lighting, heating, and cooling based on occupancy and weather. Think of it like a thermostat with a brain. Multiply that across millions of homes and offices, and the energy savings start to add up fast. Agriculture is another area where AI is making a real difference. Farmers are under pressure to produce more food while using less land, water, and chemicals, all while dealing with changing climate conditions. AI tools can analyze soil data, weather patterns, and crop health to help farmers make better decisions. That means fewer pesticides, more efficient irrigation, and higher yields. It's not just good for farmers, it's good for the planet. But let's be clear, AI is not a silver bullet. It's a tool, a powerful one, but like any tool, its impact depends on how we use it. For example, training large AI models requires significant computational power, which can consume a lot of electricity. If that electricity comes from fossil fuels, there's a carbon cost involved. That's why the tech industry is increasingly focused on making AI more energy efficient and using renewable energy to power data centers. There are also ethical concerns to think about. Who controls the data? Who gets access to these tools? How do we make sure AI isn't being used to greenwash unsustainable practices or make rich countries even more dominant in climate negotiations? These are real questions, and they need real answers. We also can't ignore the human element. AI can analyze, predict, and optimize, but it can't replace leadership, political will, or grassroots action. It won't rewrite policy or hold corporations accountable. That's up to us. In the fight against climate change, AI is not the hero of the story. We are. But AI can be our sidekick, a really smart, fast, and adaptable one. And here's something else to keep in mind. AI can help us adapt to climate change as well as fight it. In places where rising temperatures are already affecting daily life, AI can help design climate-resilient infrastructure, map evacuation routes during floods or wildfires, and prioritize emergency responses based on real-time data. It can even assist in relocating communities at risk by modeling where they can safely move, what resources they'll need, and how best to transition without losing their culture or livelihoods. There's also emerging research where AI is being used to explore carbon capture technologies, systems that remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and store it underground or turn it into useful materials. It's a complex field, and we're only beginning to understand what's possible. But AI is accelerating that research, helping scientists test thousands of chemical reactions and material combinations that would take decades using traditional methods. So yes, AI can absolutely help us fight climate change, but only if we use it wisely. It's not about building smarter machines, it's about building a smarter society, one that values sustainability, equity, and long-term thinking. Imagine a future where AI systems help cities become carbon neutral, where farmers grow more food with less environmental impact, where we spot climate risks before they become disasters. That future is possible, and AI can help us get there. But technology alone isn't the answer. The real power comes when AI is paired with human action, with scientists, activists, innovators, and everyday people all working together. Because ultimately, the fight against climate change isn't about what AI can do. It's about what we choose to do with the tools we have. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Are you hopeful about AI's role in tackling climate change? What do you think we should be focusing on? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you believe the future deserves smarter solutions and smarter conversations. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay committed. Until next time.